Thank you for joining us on WSAV News 3 today at 11. We will start off this Wednesday morning with a live look out over Tybee Island. Storm Team 3 meteorologist Alyssa Carsley is in the Weather Center with a look at our forecast first. And you know our producer Jeffrey Williams is off today because he didn't say it's hump day.
It sure is. Someone has to say it around here. We can always count on you to do that. As we head into the rest of today, we are just tracking near record warmth from this morning all the way into this afternoon. It's really all thanks to the steep southerly wind that's just been moving in over the last couple of days ahead of tomorrow's cooling cold front. So I think we're all impatiently waiting for that, so at least our high temperatures for a day or two will be back closer to average, unlike today where we're heading towards lunchtime, already seeing some low 80s pop up onto the board, like 81 degrees currently in Beaufort and 80 degrees in Richmond Hill. Throughout the rest of today, it is just going to be warm, a summer preview with our high temperatures climbing back up into the upper 80s and then possibly here in Savannah reaching 90 degrees. We do have a higher chance of seeing the 90s farther inland like Metter at 91 today, 90 degrees in Statesboro, and 92 degrees for that high today in Pembroke. Now over the next couple of days, thanks to the cooling cold front, our temperatures do back off just a little bit before we start to see them increase once again ahead of our second cold front arriving very early next week. So coming up in the complete Storm Team 3 forecast, we'll talk about those rain showers for tomorrow and what you can expect for all those parades for our St. Patrick's Day from this weekend into Tuesday of next week.
Thank you, Alyssa. Making headlines this morning, concerns about rising oil prices intensify as the war with Iran continues. The U.S. military says it has eliminated 16 Iranian mine layers near the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow waterway that about a fifth of the world's oil supply moves through. We are also told 7 U.S. service members have been killed and more than 100 others have been wounded since the attacks began earlier this month. Our Washington correspondent is tracking it all for us from the nation's capital.
Winning decisively with brutal efficiency, total air dominance, and an unbreakable will to accomplish the president's objectives.
As Operation Epic Fury rages on in the Middle East, the Pentagon says Iran's missile launchers are nearly wiped out, and the U.S. is close to achieving its objectives.
Destroy the terrorist regime's ballistic missiles, raise their Iranian missile industry to the ground, ensure their terrorist proxies can no longer destabilize the region, and ensure that Iran never obtains a nuclear weapon.
After receiving classified briefings on the mission, Congress is divided.
This is an important mission to accomplish, and hopefully it will be accomplished soon.
I am left with more questions than answers, especially about the cost of the war.
As Democrats continue questioning the administration's objectives, budget, and timeline.
It is concerning, it is disturbing, and I'm not sure what the end game is or what their plans are. They certainly have not made their case, I don't believe.
Germany and Austria say they're releasing about 400 million barrels from their oil reserves at the request of the International Energy Agency to help temper energy price spikes during the war in Iran. The move is the largest ever collective release of emergency oil stocks by IEA member countries. Well, back here at home, there are new developments involving our local government this morning. A familiar name has been appointed to fill the District 4 Chatham County Commission seat. Former Tybee Mayor Shirley Sessions will serve in the role until a special election is held. The position opened after Commissioner Pat Farrell filed to run for Georgia's 1st congressional district, which is currently being held by Buddy Carter. Sessions served as mayor of Tybee Island from 2020 to 2024. After beginning her public service career in 1999 on Tybee Planning Commission and later served on City Council for the island as well. She says she's already getting to work reviewing a packed agenda ahead of this week's County Commission meeting.
So right now I'm looking at something that's been going on Wilmington Island, kind of a controversial issue that kind of addresses spot zoning. And that's something that I went to check on the project, actually look at the site, and then I'm going to be reading and catching up on what happened.
Candidates who want to run for the seat must qualify between March 19th and March 21st. Sessions will represent District 4 until voters choose a permanent replacement in an upcoming special election on May 19th. Looking ahead, a night of engaging conversation and helpful advice from local professionals regarding small businesses and entrepreneurship. Tomorrow evening, Telfair Museum's Friends of African American Arts, Savannah State University Visual and Performing Arts Program, and the Greater Savannah Black Chamber of Commerce present Business of Art Series. It begins at 6 in the Kennedy Fine Arts Building on the campus of Savannah State University. The panel discussion will guide on choosing a business structure, taxes, and financial literacy for artists, and curating a team to help manage artistic practices. The event is free and open to the public, but registration is required. You can find a link to do so on our website at WSAV.com. Well, we have some sad news to share with you this morning. The community is remembering the life of and the legacy of a longtime local educator and civil rights giant. According to his family, Daniel W. Wright Jr. passed away over the weekend. In 1963, the former president of the Chatham County Teachers Association took on the Georgia Teachers and Education Association for equal pay for black teachers. Funeral services are scheduled for next Friday, March 27th at noon at Faith AME Zion Church in Atlanta.